Lightning strikes bowling center near Birmingham, Alabama. ESPN brings you live coverage of the PBA Tour. It's the PBA Birmingham Open. With our entire crew, it's Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson. We have 4 finalists, and they're all ready to roll.
This guy is on a roll. He won his 3rd PBA title last week in Dallas and looks for elusive back-to-back wins today. From Tarrytown, New York, Patrick Allen.
PA's worst finish the last 5 weeks is 10th. Forget about the debate over who's the best lefty on tour. How about who's the best player on tour? Baby, yes!
The 2000 World Amateur Bowler of the Year. He has won tournaments in 12 countries, but makes his first PBA TV Finals appearance today. From Vannesberg, Sweden, via Norway, Tore Torgersen.
He learned the game on the pockmarked lanes of Europe. The Scandinavian superstar now looks to add a PBA title to his worldwide resume.
From Escondido, California, his last appearance on the show was in January of 2003, but he made the most out of it, winning his only PBA title, Mike Devaney.
This powerful righty thrives on competition. Today he looks to shake off the TV rust and win his 2nd PBA tournament.
The Collegiate Bowler of the Year in 1992, the 1998 PBA Rookie of the Year, 5 career titles, almost $1 million in career earnings from Flower Mound, Texas, Chris Barnes.
One of the best physical and mental games the Tour has ever seen. Physically, he overpowers lane conditions. Mentally, he must devise a plan to win title number 6 today.
These are your finalists for the PBA Birmingham Open.
We are coming to you from Alabama's largest city, Birmingham. Nearly 1 million residents. This is the 5th all-time appearance for the PBA Tour here in central Alabama. Randy, how about the matchups?
Semi-final number 1 pits Patrick Allen, who looks to become the Tour's first back-to-back winner since Walter Ray in 2000, and Tore Torgersen, who said he felt harmonic during his round of 8 sweep of Danny Wiseman. In semi number 2, Mike Devaney, making his first TV appearance in over 2 years, takes on Chris Barnes, who is quite experienced under the TV lights. Today, he competes in his 39th career TV finals.
Well, Randy, speaking of TV experience, Tore Torgersen has plenty of that internationally. But, Tore, this is your first appearance on U.S. soil PBA Tour on television. Does your prior experience in Europe help you today?
Hopefully. I feel kind of calm already, so I mean, but still it's kind of exciting to be the first time on TV here, so it's different.
Good luck going for that first title.
Thank you very much.
Patrick Allen, scorching hot the last few weeks. How do you respond when someone calls you the hottest bowler on tour?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm just trying to take it week to week, you know. I'm on a run here. You got to get breaks in this format, and I'm just trying to cash them in.
Randy's humble, but he knows he's hot. No question about it. We're ready for our first match.
En fuego, that Patrick Allen guy. Almost $250,000 total prize fund, $40,000 to the winner. That all-important exemption for 2005, 2006, $20,000 to the runner-up. And you can make no worse than $10,000 for appearing today.
High for the first TV shot on the PBA Tour for Tore Torgersen's career, and 3 stand for him. You know the nerves are there despite 50-some-odd appearances internationally. All over the world this guy's been on TV, but never on the PBA Tour until today.
Yeah, I don't care what he says, Dave. He's nervous. You know, Walter Ray Williams Jr. still gets nervous. He's been on television 130-some-odd times.
nicely. A mark in the first ever frame on TV for Tori Torgerson. He now lives in Sweden but was born in Norway. From Tarrytown, New York. Not far from New York City, just north is PA Patrick Allen. Back-to-back shows for Patrick. And again, the only lefty on our show. Second straight week. Didn't like the footwork there. Really seemed to stumble. But boy, did he ever get a break. Kind of staggered to the foul line.
Stumble, he almost fell down. Our Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup. You can see Tori Torgerson has an edge in average. PA with the spur conversion percentage. But the one big thing that's not on this list is confidence. And that goes to the Patrick Allen camp. He's advanced to the title match in 6 of 9 TV Finals events. PA, the hottest player on the PBA Tour.
No doubt about it. He's taken over the points rank. Number 1 in the world right now. With breaks like that, late trip of the 10-pin, that is why.
First frame, the start of the match, watch him stick right here. Whoa, hang on. He gets the nice break of tripping the 3-10 out. And watch this. He doesn't stick. All he does is stick the head pin right into the face of the 7 and the 10. And watch this reaction. Yeah, baby.
What did Patrick say to us last night? Got to catch some breaks. It's all about timing with those. Back to Tori Torgerson. And a 10-pin for him back home in Norway. His mother and father are closely paying attention on PBA.com. Live internet feed of what's going on today.
6 goes around the 10 instead of going to the sidewall and taking the 10 out. A lot better than the first shot he made when he left the 3-6-10, Dave.
Lives in Vandersborg, Sweden, but was born in Stavanger, Norway. There's a 10-pin for Tori Torgerson. He moved to Sweden in '93 and tells us the language is very similar, actually, so not a lot of adjusting to do there. Numbers for Tori. 238 average in his match play matches and came back from down 0-3 to Tom Baker. How about consistency against Danny Wiseman in that round of 8 match?
248, 248, 248, 249 against Wiseman in the round of 8.
Amazing. Time Baker match. 7-bagger for him. Helped get him where he wanted to be. And again, high as we saw in his first ball. And look at that unbelievable stretch of games. Ever done that before, partner?
Oh, Dave, it was so long ago, I can't even remember.
Slow at the bottom. He's speaking in English. He speaks Norwegian, Swedish, which, as we mentioned, are similar languages. Also some French and German. Nice cover again, same that we saw in the first frame for Tori Torgerson. He has been on just about every international stage possible. Asia, Europe, the Middle East. He has performed in front of sheiks and princes and generals of armies in Egypt, but never until today on the PBA Tour center stage. Interesting to see how he'll respond. And what a start for PA Patrick Allen. 14-pin lead already. Looks for the turkey ball to start off his day.
Don't want to pick up. Don't want to pick up, bro. Don't want to pick up.
All week long, you see the rangefinders down the lane, this little area right there. If you get it wide of that, on either side of the lane, the ball has a tendency to wiggle or hang and then come in light. And that's what happened right there. PA says the ball just won't grab and make it back up to the pocket. Now, he's saying tape because you're only allowed 25 seconds from the time your ball comes back out of the ball return to throw your next shot, unless you ask for a re-rack or you need to adjust tape in the bowling ball.
Along with Parker Bone III, who won the weeks back in El Paso. The two lefties on tour this year have been in back-to-back shows. 7 in all. have made back-to-back shows this year. And that's a key reason. Nice cover for Patrick Allen, who has a 233.19 average to go along with a 12-5 match play record against Robert Smith. Came down to the last shot in the round of 16, won that game 7, 240 to 239. He said, hey, I had to step up and be a man, have a big shot at the right time. He did that, and he beat last year's Rookie of the Year, Chris Johnson, in the round of 8.
And he beat Jeff Lizzie, and Jeff Lizzie led the qualifier on Wednesday.
Chris Johnson, a 7-10 split. 10th frame of game 6. That's one reason Patrick Allen got by him. Late help again. When you're red hot, you get those kind of breaks. And that was Patrick's key emphasis to us in our meeting with him last night.
This shot's not that bad. I mean, he gets it into the swish zone. 5-pin looks like it's going to stand there for a minute. Of course, he gets that good pin action. A little paralyzer 5.
Paralyzer. Back to Torgerson. Crossing over, a little Brooklyn strike for Torrey. He'll take it. Going very well. Some bowlers have struggled in their first TV show the way he is today on TV. On road to the PBA Denny's World Championship, the official family restaurant of the PBA Tour. Patrick Allen taking over the points list, first time all year from Danny Wiseman, who won the ABC Masters. Allen was second, and as PA told us last night in that, he did so well, was able to accumulate points. That's why he's so high. Chris Barnes, we saw, very high ranked as well. Third on tour in points, takes on Mike Devaney next. Next star fight. Speaking of good pin action, Torrey Torgerson keeps things interesting. 1 pin lead for Patrick Allen.
Here's his first shot on the right lane. He doesn't like it. He immediately goes Brooklyn and trips a 6-10 out. He says, well, I better follow that up. That could break up with a better shot. He throws a better shot. He catches a double.
All 10 down to the pit as Patrick Allen shreds the rack.
Movers and shakers. Robert Smith, the first half of the season, well, he was in 38th and in trouble. So what does he do? He comes out and he wins the tournament and makes back-to-back shows. Mika Koivuniemi wins the tournament. Parker Bone the third. Comes out and makes a couple shows, finishes second, and then wins the tournament in El Paso. But going the other way, Peter Hernandez, you can see he's backed up 12 spots. Rick Steelsmith and Shannon Buchanan. But good news is, plenty of tournaments left and 2 majors that are worth lots of points.
And lots of money and years of exempt status. Patrick Allen second on the money list behind Danny Wiseman. First in top 10 finishes with 8 is PA Patrick Allen because of shots like that. Trying to stay high. A 21-pin lead over Torrey Torgerson in our first semifinal. When we come back, we'll talk about the red-hot Patrick Allen and the Player of the Year race. Also, break down this shark pattern. Crocodile Randy has that and much more. It's coming up.
Only Alka-Seltzer is instantly ready to break up and dissolve away the full feeling of indigestion and pain.
How about a rematch?
Break it up with Alka-Seltzer.
The PBA on ESPN is brought to you by Odor Eaters with unique Zorbatex technology. Destroys foot odor and absorbs sweat on contact. By Miller High Life, to live simply, proudly, boldly, manly. This is the High Life. And by Dexter, the #1 bowling shoe in the world. What's your size? Welcome back to the Magic City, so named for its quick transformation, late 19th century, from seemingly rural to industrial giants almost overnight. Speaking of nearly an overnight miraculous bid for Player of the Year honor, that is the case with Patrick Allen. What a story he's becoming, folks, here in Birmingham, Alabama. The only player in the first 4 stops, Randy, second half of our tour season, to be a top 10 finisher. He won last week, goes for back-to-back titles now, and squarely right in the midst of that Player of the Year race.
Yeah, he's your guy. If we were to vote today, he would be the one. And with a win today, I mean, surely he would have a stranglehold on Player of the Year race. But some other notables to watch for: Tommy Jones, the only player with 2 wins this season. Danny Wiseman, he won the major. PA's the guy there. Brian Voss, Walter Ray, kind of a what have you done for me lately? But one other guy that's not on that list with a win today, he can add his name to that list. That's Chris Barnes.
He's had a great year as well, no question. So, shark pattern, Crocodile Randy, 43 feet, our longest pattern on tour.
Shaq Cannon. 43 feet of the slick stuff. And what happens on this pattern is you normally always have to play inside. The outside part of the lane gets really, really slick. And so what happens is when the lanes start to break down, the players just migrate in. One of the interesting things that we're going to see this week, or that we saw this week, is kind of an all or nothing highs and lows, if you will. You can see Patrick Allen was 100 pins difference between his high and low game.
Big disparity there, no question about it. So it's unpredictable. Turkey ball here for Tori Torgerson, originally from Norway, now lives in Sweden. And he'll be down 11 pins. TV debut. Solid 10 pin for him.
Yeah, that ball was kind of DOA'd once it got to the pins. You can see it. It almost looked like it ran out of energy. And that's what happens when you leave a week 10 or a week 7. You see the 6 pin just kind of goes to the sidewall and lays in the gutter. He knew that was real important because that would have kept him within 1 pin, excuse me, 11 pins of Patrick Allen.
Last play number, single pin conversion, picks up another. Second straight international bowler to compete on our PBA tour. Last week, Patrick Gerard from Quebec, Canada, made his TV debut as well. Mika Koivuniemi of Finland won earlier in this second half to begin our second swing. Mesa, Arizona. 3 straight strikes for PA. Has a 22-pin lead.
Make a real interesting note on Torrey. He's bowled perfect 300 games in 8 different countries.
Those great shots like that, no question. It can be done by Tori Torgerson. Red hot Patrick Allen. What a story. Winner last week, 3rd career title. Those are the top 10 finishes we mentioned. Second half of our tour season. Is it, Randy, just a coincidence? That's when we have the brand new format of the 2 7-game blocks in the round of 64 that PA has done so well.
No, I don't think it's coincidence. I think he's that good.
Seven pin, almost got the lane help.
Good shot.
First time in Patrick's career, back-to-back shows. If he were to win today, first time since '97, Parker Bowman III as a lefty. Won back-to-back shows. Could have southpaw do it again. It's been a while. 7 pin.
Take a look at Patrick Allen's laydown right here about the 20th board or so on the inside part of the lane. Watch Tori Torgerson's laydown. Same spot. What does that spell for Patrick Allen? Well, it means that as deep as the right-handers are playing, he could run into an issue that he didn't have last week, and that's early hook in the front part of the lane.
Major concern with Patrick. That's way off.
Keep moving. Jesus.
Narrow, light shot. He's very worried about the laydown area.
Yeah, he's saying keep moving because somebody down lane, some of the fans are moving and evidently catching his eye instead of him being solely concentrated on that target. He's starting to see some movement out of the corner of his eyes.
Back to the laydown area. Patrick seemed a little concerned when I talked to him just briefly prior to the show today about his ball reaction on this TV pair compared to last week. Not as confident as he was last week in Dallas. Covers that nicely. It's a different approach for PA, and this is where the versatility of a great bowler, if he wants to be bowler of the year, comes into play. Randy, he's got to be able to adjust to the conditions that hard hand.
Yeah, I agree. I saw you. You're down on the floor talking with him, and he didn't look like he was real confident in his reaction. However, the way he started it didn't look that bad. Situation's simple right now, Dave Ryan. Tori Torgerson can strike out and shoot 245. The best Patrick Allen can shoot 243.
Got to 8 with a strike. Oh, 9-pin. Unbelievable.
Dead flush perfect. The ball goes right by the 9. Watch this. He knows it's good.
Started bowling at a young age. Back home in Norway, his mom Nina won a Norwegian bowling championship herself. Was an excellent player in her own right. That's where he picked up the game. Next week, the PBA's top bowlers back on ESPN Special Time. Be sure to note it, folks, for your TiVos, for your VCRs. 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 on the West Coast. For more, log on to ESPN.com. PBA Atlanta Classic from suburban Atlanta. That's where we're headed next week. Hopefully the ice is gone from Hartsfield International Airport. Everyone can get in smoothly. 9th frame. Max numbers. Tori needs some help.
That shot.
That was way light. 2-3-10.
Yeah. I don't speak Swedish, but I can tell you that he just said that was a bad shot. He got it right at the spot down lane. You see the dark 4 down there. The ball's not going to get back from that spot down the lane. And the situation at the time was if Tori would have struck out, he could have shot 225. PA would have needed a double to beat him.
2-4-10, make that, not 2-3-10, my mistake. And an open frame for Tori. Disaster late in the match. 33-pin lead. It's looking good for the hottest bowler on tour right now. The tour now back in full swing. PBA.com remains your best source to purchase tickets for all PBA events. And beginning Tuesday, tickets for one of the tour's most prestigious events, PBA Denny's World Championship, will go on sale at PBA.com. Also at the Eastern Michigan University box office in Ypsilanti. So remember all the latest PBA Tour info just a mouse click away. PBA.com. Not happy with himself at all right now, despite the fact he's got a huge lead. He's already thinking about the next match for starters and staying focused here.
He needs to pick this up, and he's going to be bowling the title match again. Battle your way through it. He needs 5 pins to win, Dave. He's going to be bowling for his 2nd consecutive title. The first time since 2000 when Walter Ray did it. The first left-hander since
97, as we talked about with Parker Bowen III. It's been a long time. 5 years on tour since someone has won back-to-back tour titles. And Patrick on the verge of having that opportunity. Needs 5 here for the win. He'll get all 10 and clinch the semifinal victory in Tori Torgerson's TV debut. We'll fast track to the end. Tori has won in Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Ireland, Switzerland, United Arab Emirates, United States, Norway, and Israel. That's 10 of his 12 countries where Tori has won an event, but never a PBA show. So that will have to wait at least one more week.
Tori's a great player, too. This won't be the last time you'll see Tori Torgerson, and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Looking to become just the 4th PBA bowler in tour history from Europe, foreign-born, to win, and joining Mika Koivuniemi and Leno Monticelli from Venezuela and Mats Carlson from Sweden, but that will not happen.
First left-hander seeking back-to-back titles since Parker Bone III did it in 1997.
Hopefully,
One more, CJ. One more,
Patrick
CJ.
will not have to deal with a split in the finals. Barnes or Devaney, the winner of that match, will take on Patrick Allen. Looking forward to skills as well.